Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are well. Today is Wednesday, August, whatever the day is. um, I have to get surgery done on Friday, which is the 18th. So today is the 16th. So I have to get surgery done on the 18th. I have to go to South Carolina. I'm currently obviously in Florida. So we have to drive up tomorrow morning. I'm driving up and then my mom's going to drive on the way back. But yeah, it's about a 7.5 hour drive. I am just like overwhelmed. Just so much is just going on in life that I'm just tired. Like I think the best way to put it is just tired. Like I don't know what like where I'm going. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why life is the way it is right now. And so it's hard for me to make videos to encourage y'all when I'm literally in the trenches. And I know a lot of people are coming from my nursing videos. Like that's where majority of my subscribers are from, and I appreciate y'all. But I'll get back to it. It's just in different seasons. I just have to do what feels right, and couponing for the past few weeks or month has felt right. So that's what I've done. But yeah, basically what I have is a cyst. It's in the lower. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's like pissing me off because I don't know what that is. But I have a cyst in the lower left of my gum. Basically, when I was in high school, like 2013, I had oral surgery to remove some wisdom teeth and some other teeth that weren't where they're supposed to be. Basically, there's a tooth that is up here that is basically slanted. It's in the gum. And there's a tooth down here that is slanted as well. However, they tried to bring both teeth into place. Mind you, they're in the gum, so you can't see them. However, I can feel with my tongue, the tooth up here. I'll show you guys. So you see, you can't tell when I smile, kind of, but not really. So when I smile like this is where the cyst is down here. Okay, this is where the tooth that's supposed to come in up here. There's a hole because there's obviously no tooth there. So basically what we're gonna do in surgery is remove the cyst because it's causing an infection. And the cyst used to be like really small, and now it's grown grown because I haven't got it taken out because of life and the cost that it requires is a lot of money. But God made a way, some kind of way, for me to get it done this month. So that's what's happening. So we're gonna take the cyst out. They're gonna biopsy it. They don't think it's cancer. I've talked to two periodontists, one oral surgeon. They all don't think it's cancer, but they're gonna biopsy it just because that's just standard, and put a bone graft in, and then in about a few months later down the line, maybe 5 to 6 months, depending on how it heals, we're going to put an implant in. So phase one, take cyst out, biopsy it, put a bone graft in. 6 months later, put the implant in, and the crown and all of that of the tooth. So that's that. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't had surgery since 2013, since I had that oral surgery, and this is gonna be a little different because with that surgery, I had to go to the hospital, and they put me under general anesthesia. So like, you know, I was gone. I think this is gonna be conscious sedation. So I'm just gonna take an oral pill, and so I'll be conscious, but I'll be sedated. So I'm like, ugh, I'd rather them just knock me out. But obviously, I guess they didn't feel it was necessary to do general anesthesia. Plus, with general anesthesia comes a lot of risk, a lot of risk. Um, and it's going to be in the office, so I think that's probably why they're not doing general anesthesia too, because it's just like a day procedure in the office. Yeah. So that's that. Basically, what happens in development is for this particular cyst, when when a tooth doesn't come in, they call it when a unerupted tooth. Obviously, when a tooth comes in, it's erupted, but when it's unerupted, meaning the one I have down here doesn't come in, fluid starts to build up around here. And I'll try to insert like a picture of one of the x-rays so you can see what I'm talking about. So fluid builds up eventually, being that I had a bracket, because what they tried to do with the surgery, mind you, I have braces, so I had braces for 5 years. So with the braces, there was a chain from the tooth in the gum to the actual bracket. Mind you, brackets go across the teeth. So Picture this open space. There's a bracket here. The chain is connected to that bracket to pull it up. So mind you, it's a lot of pressure on this gum down here. So for 5 years pretty much, I had pressure building up. It hurt sometimes. Sometimes it wasn't bad, but it hurt because it's pressure. It's a chain pulling up, trying to get this tooth up. Finally, my orthodontist was like, listen, it's not going to work. This is what we consider ankylosed, meaning it's in the bone, it's not going to move. So we're just going to take these brackets off, and here's your teeth. And in a few years and whenever, then you'll have to get implants and all that. So that's where we're at now. However, we didn't know that a cyst was going to form, but it did, and it's causing an infection. So if I don't get this taken care of, then my whole mouth can probably be at risk for decay and get a lot of teeth removed. Um, the periodontist that I went to see a few weeks ago in Florida, who I'm not getting surgery from because it was just a fiasco at that office, she basically had the x-ray pulled up. It's called a CBCT, and she was showing me like what's what. She was saying that there's a tooth that's behind the tooth that they're trying to remove, and she was saying it looks like they're fused together, but she's hoping that's not the case because then we might have to take them both out and just a whole bunch of mess. So I don't know. I'm just praying. The person I'm getting my surgery done by is the person that basically I wanted to get it done by since the beginning in South Carolina, and just the Florida office here was just ridiculous. I went to two offices. One I went to for a general dentist. Dentist was cool, but he doesn't do this procedure, so he was going to refer me to a periodontist. However, that periodontist wasn't going to be back at that office for another few weeks. I'm trying to get this done because I got to move back to South Carolina in a month. Just, I need things to be fast. So, but I thought like he was going to be at this other office in Florida because they travel. So when I get to that office, I'm like, oh, this is a woman periodontist, not a man. So this is not the person that I thought I was going to see. So now I'm just like, okay, whatever. She wasn't bad. I think she was really out to get money. So I think she was like marking up a lot of the diagnosis because when you do medical things, everything has a code, right? Whether it be dental, medicine, it all has a code, and that's how they get billed. So I think she was billing things that were gonna get her more money, because the price that they quoted me was almost about $1,500 more than what they quote me in South Carolina for this phase 1. So that was like absolutely not. No. Plus, I just felt like she was just kind of like she was nice, but like it just was a lot going on, and I didn't like the office. Period. Like the people, the staff there, they didn't do their due diligence. I was there for 3 hours, y'all. 3 hours for a freaking 30-minute consult just for them to tell me they're going to charge me X amount of money for this. And the periodontist was like, "Oh, we can do it today. We can do it." I'm like, "Ma'am, you literally just saw this thing. You don't know what's what. You need to sit down, think on it. Let me think on it because you're trying to charge me X amount of money. Like, let's just calm down. Let's calm down." I just didn't feel like I didn't like how they were moving. That office was horrible. But like I said, the first office in Florida that I just saw, the general dentist, I would go back there. I just would not go back to that other office. You cannot pay me. You cannot pay me. Office staff, they were nice, but it was just horrible. I mean, they had people there for hours, y'all, hours. And I know it's not a one-time thing because a lady came in and was like, "I hope you guys don't have me here for hours again like you did before." And they did. They had her there. She was there longer than me, and I was there for 3 hours. So yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. Um, but yeah, if you are a dental student or a dentist or a periodontist or a surgeon, and you see this video, drop a comment. Let me know if you've seen something like this before. Um, yeah, the periodontist that I saw in Florida, she said that there is, because I think I read something that said it's highly likely that the cyst will reform, but she said she doesn't think so. She thinks it's simply because of that tooth that's just causing all this fluid to build up. So she thinks like once it gets removed, and it won't form again. But we'll see. Basically, I have to get this infection cleared up because if the infection is not cleared up enough, then when I get the implant, it's going to reject it basically, just kind of like with a transplant. So that's why people with transplants have to take their medication because, or else it's going to start to reject it. Same thing with this implant situation. So I'm sure I think he's going to prescribe amoxicillin. So once I get the surgery, I'm gonna start taking that, and hopefully that'll clear up the infection that's down there. Um, and yeah, I would show you guys, but I think it's a little too personal. But basically, it's just a big hole, and it has a chain because that's the chain that was pulling it up. So that's all it is, just a big hole with chain. Sometimes it oozes. Not recently, like it only maybe oozed when I like press on it, but it used to just ooze nonstop, which caused bad breath. That's how they knew there was an infection there because of pus. So it's just a whole bunch of mess. But I'm praying that come Friday, this will be done. I won't have any issues with recovery, and yeah, things will be good. My birthday is Sunday, so Friday, August 18th, surgery. Birthday Sunday, August 20th. I'll be 27. So yeah, nothing for my birthday because my mouth will probably be hurting. But yeah, there is a nerve down here that's really close to the tooth, so I'm just praying that a periodontist can just be precise, get it done. Don't knock this nerve because if he hits the nerve, it's high risk that I can have what's called paresthesia, which is numbness and tingling for the rest of my life. So yeah, I'm just praying that all goes well because this is big, and I'm only 27, so yeah. I didn't mention the other tooth. So the other tooth up here, there's no infection, there's no issue, it doesn't hurt me, it doesn't bother me, there's nothing going on. So basically, it's just a hole. So if I want my smile to be complete, I need an implant. So I said maybe in a year or so. It doesn't bother me. There's no infection. There's no issue. So I don't have to get it done right now. It's just basically cosmetic. This is like I have to get it done for the safety of my teeth, of my mouth. But this will be specifically cosmetic. So I'll probably get it done at some point, maybe in another year, year and a half. I don't know. You know, they cost a lot of money. So, but the good thing is I won't have to get. Actually, no, I do got to get this extracted because it, yeah. So I have to get this extracted. The tooth that's in the gum that's slanted. I'll show you guys in the picture. Um, got to get that extracted and implanted. Same thing, basically. It's just this is an infection right now, active infection. That's why this and it's a cyst. That's why we have to get this out ASAP. This tooth doesn't bother me. No issues. I could never get an implant if I don't want to, as long as there's no issues that arise in the future. But I probably will, probably within the next 2 years, maybe. But yeah, getting your teeth done is expensive, so that's why I never, you know, like I understand that a lot of people can't afford these type of things. I barely can afford it. I don't honestly don't even know how it's happening, but God is good. So when you're looking at people and you're getting to know people, like give them a little grace when it comes to their teeth because dental work is expensive and healthcare in general is expensive. So give people grace. I'm not saying you have to be with somebody that has no teeth, but if they got a missing tooth, they got missing teeth, they got a little something, like give them grace if they're trying to actively work on it because dental work costs a lot of money. And we are living in a world where people are not making enough to afford dental work in addition to healthcare and everything else you got to pay for. So that's that. I will see you guys probably tomorrow on the drive or before or when I get there. And yeah. Good morning, y'all. It is 5:45 on Thursday, August 17th. I am at Wawa eating. My mom she went in the store real quick to use the bathroom. We have not left our city yet. Supposed to leave at 5 o'clock. Anyways, I'm tired, but I gotta drive. So yeah, just want to pop in. I mean, who looks this good at 5:45 in the morning? But anyways, I will chat with y'all later. As you can see, I've checked in the hotel. It is I don't know what time it is. Maybe close to 6 p.m. And about to go get some dinner. Surgery is tomorrow. Today is the 17th. Surgery is at 1:30. So have some time. We're doing oral sedation, so it's going to be a pill that I take 30 minutes or an hour before the surgery, and I'll be awake, but like I'll be in like a daze or like a trance, basically. Like I'll feel just like I won't feel anything, but I'll be alert and like awake. So yeah. Hey y'all, it is August 18th. As you can probably tell, I had surgery a few hours ago. My mouth is still numb over here. I got a whole bunch of stitches in. I'm in a little pain. I feel extremely sleepy because they gave me a benzodiazepine. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Especially if you're a nursing student, you should know what benzos are. Um, but no, it's typically to treat insomnia, but they give it to reduce anxiety and all of that. It makes you just really sleepy. It makes you feel relaxed, feel calm. Um, so like I felt just kind of sleepy. It's like I was in and out during the procedure. Like I would wake up and be like, oh, like I was conscious. Like I said, it's called conscious sedation. Basically, you just take a pill before your surgery and you start to feel relaxed. Um, my mom had to drive me back because they have to have a driver. So yeah, I just want to sleep. She's in Publix getting some small groceries. Um, but yeah, I can eat. It just has to be. Sorry, y'all. My tongue is like still numb, so I'm trying not to upset it anymore. So I can still eat. It's just like I can eat pasta. I can eat foods that are cold. Um, so like milkshakes and things of that nature. Nothing really hot, so no soups. What else was on the list? Obviously, yogurt, oatmeal, things of that nature. You know, clear liquid diet, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, um, I'm just waiting for this numbness to go away because when it's numb, it just feels weird. Like my tongue, like half of my tongue is fine. Half, like this side is not numb because they didn't numb it because they weren't working on that area, but they numbed this entire side. So it's just numb still. It's wearing off though, but it's still numb. I am probably not gonna record anymore tonight. Go home, lay down, do my routine. They prescribed amoxicillin, which is an antibiotic. If you don't know that antibiotic, you need to look it up if you're a nursing student. Um, they gave me prednisone. If you don't know what class of medication that is, you need to look it up if you're a nursing student. They gave me, hold on, make sure I get the right names. Ibuprofen, hydrocodone with Tylenol. Okay, it's the good stuff. Like I said, amoxicillin. Yeah. So that's and the rinse. The is it chlorhexidine? Yeah, chlorhexidine, which is a mouth rinse. Okay, antiseptic. Gets rid of bacteria and all of that. So that's what they gave me. Yeah, I mean, I feel fine. I just feel like so tired. And the hotel we're staying at, we're on the third floor, and their elevator has not worked since we checked in. How it is probably not working when we're going to get back there. So I have to walk up 3 flights of stairs. Very oozy, like drowsy. I'm in. Drowsy, tired, confused, because that medication messes up your mind, so you get like short-term memory loss sometimes. Um, and yeah. Post-op day one, as you can see, I was eating some breakfast because, like I said, I could eat. I just had to chew on the right side of my mouth. So I had me some pancakes, some eggs. I just could not eat the bacon or the ham, so I gave it to my mom. But I had the sausage. I just had to like chop it up like really, really fine. But listen, I was eating. It's like almost 9 o'clock. We just made it back to Florida. Today is August 19th. Technically post-op day one. Yeah. So yesterday I had surgery and they gave me a whole bunch of prescriptions. I told y'all that already. And I have to go back in about a month to get some stitches removed. So I have an appointment in a few weeks. I'll be back up there, like living up there at that point. So it all works out. I have not taken a pain med today which is good because I'm really not in pain and it's as needed. Um, but obviously, if I get any pain, I'm gonna pop a ibuprofen because we don't pay to be in pain. Okay. um, but yeah, I feel fine. Uh, I'm resisting the urge to like pull my lip down and like look at it, pause. But you're not supposed to do that. It literally says that in the instructions to not do that. So I'm not gonna do that. But I really want to see what it looks like because I really have no idea. But as far as I can tell and what I've heard, the tooth kind of slipped out, which is interesting because when I went to the orthodontist years ago. Good morning, y'all. It is post-op day 3. I didn't record yesterday because it was my birthday. 27, didn't do anything, but we're here, we're alive, and we're in good uh, states. So thank God for that. But I'm just eating some breakfast. I have some pancakes, some home fries, and some eggs. So I'm just eating that. I think I'm probably gonna end the video here. Like this will be the last day. So all that being said, I feel fine. Um, I am eating just on this side of my mouth, obviously, but like I'm not in pain. I haven't taken, excuse me, a pain med since the day of the surgery, which was on Friday. So I haven't taken one since. Haven't needed it, but if I need it, I'm gonna take it. Um, but yeah. Oh, the last video cut off because my mom had came in the car, so I just cut the video off. That's why I ended so abruptly. But yeah, that's it. Yeah. I think I was just telling y'all I had to get stitches taken out in a few weeks. But that's it. Just doing my routine, my rinse, my pills, and everything else to just minimize the risk of any issues happening later on. But that's about that. So, thank y'all for watching. As always, y'all stay grateful, stay faithful, stay consistent. Peace.